Hey, how's your day? My day's pretty good, thanks. Still got the hole in the roof, isn't that just always the case? Crazy energy building up at the moment towards the big winter solstice. Saturn and Uranus conjunct coming up on the 21st of December, just as the nights start changing, as the days start getting a little bit longer in the northern hemisphere. I'm so looking forward to that. Keepers of the Light Oracle today, and we will do a bit of Moonology to go with it. Let's just adjust myself, go over to my table, and we will begin. So are these my two favourite Oracle decks? Kind of difficult to say, actually. All these Oracle decks have got something amazing about them, but Keepers of the Light seems to be the energy of the moment. Moonology as well, but we'll just do a Moonology card quickly at the end for some significance. We're going to do this reading with Kyle Gray's amazing Keepers of the Light. So I'll move that over there. Let's take a look at the back of this card first. Amazing Vesica Pisces kind of energy here, and it's Vesica Pisces with wings. It's taking off, and this is your ideas taking off, because the thing is, right, we all think of New Year's Day, 1st of January, and everything that goes with that. But 21st of December, the winter solstice, it's just a couple of days away, and this is the intention of this reading. And this is really where we can start saying goodbye to 2020 and all the absolutely crazy stuff that's gone on in 2020. I'm sure things are going to be better. So get those ideas ready, get those projects going, because it's time to actually start thinking about birthing them. Maybe we don't want to birth our ideas just yet, but goodness knows we've all got a lot of stuff that we've been waiting to do and just not able to do because of everything mad that's going on at the moment. Okay, I'm the world's worst shuffler, but there we go. We've had a shuffle. So we have card 1, card 2, and card 3. We'll make this a simple pick a card number. So pick one of those cards. Which one's it going to be for you? Is it going to be 1? Is it going to be 2? Is it going to be 3? I'm just going to check in the camera to make sure I've got them all. Yes, they're all on camera. How coolio is that? I'm really pleased about that. So let's see what we've got. Did you pick card number 1? You can pick all 3 if you want, by the way, but did you pick card number 1? If so, this is it. Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are coming. Now, this is a real great way to start off today's reading, I am absolutely sure, because this really ties in with the idea of bringing new things into being and of thinking positively about that as well. We're always saying the law of attraction, you attract the next phase of your reality, whatever that's going to be. It's something you attract by visualizing it and actually believing that it's going to happen. And there is the eye of Horus there staring out at us, and that also represents your third eye looking inwards as well, because your third eye looks inwards, it sees all the things, all the plans you've got, all the good things that you want to bring into being, and it has a direct effect on the subconscious mind, and it really starts things coming into truth. We've got ancient Egyptian energy coming through with Horus, because that's what Horus, that's what Horus the character is all about, and it is very powerful energy. Occasionally I'll do a reading for an Egyptian person, or as I did recently, a reading for somebody who is in a relationship with an Egyptian person. My goodness, they have the most amazing protection. They have the most amazingly active third eyes, I would say. But, the most amazingly active psyches. And they are directly related back to that ancient Egyptian energy, which is a mystery. We don't know what it's all about. But frankly, friends, the plans that you've got for next year... oh dear, I'm coughing today. The plans you've got for next year are really going to be hidden, even a little bit, from yourself. We don't know what the conditions are going to be. We don't know where things are going to be taking us. But looking at astrology, I would say we're going to have a much, much easier year. There were a lot of things in the astrology of 2020, which I must admit I didn't get the full significance of this time last year when I was looking at the year ahead. But, for example, there were 7 eclipses, and we just had the last one, the total solar eclipse, on the 14th of December that went with the new moon that's just come in. And that was the seventh eclipse this year, the last eclipse of the year, and the most eclipses you can have in a year, as far as I'm aware, is 8. So that's very nearly as many eclipses as it's possible to get. And in ancient astrology, that always meant a really crazy year. Not necessarily a bad year, but a very awkward year. A year when it's really difficult to know what's going on. A year when it was difficult to get anything done at all. So, Cosmic Gateway, we are passing through it, okay? Getting ever closer to the age of Aquarius, when things are going to be very, very different. And a lot of the worldly forces, worldly powers, have had their wings clipped this year, and they've really had to think twice, if not 10 times, about what they were going to do. And that's kind of played into all our lives, because somehow we've all got to go along with this stuff as it comes and goes. But your ideas are coming, not going. We've got purple here. The situation is most certainly going to heal. So if you pick card number 1, that's Horus. It's Cosmic Gateway. Let's just pop Horus back again and move on to card number 2. Did you pick card number 2, friends? If you picked all 3, this one is the heart of the matter. If you picked number 2, this is for you. Master Buddha, increased awareness. And it says deep connection. Trust your inner voice. And I'm struggling to trust my outer voice today, friends. I really should drink more tea. And I should smoke less cigarettes. But I'm going to say something about that in a minute, because I've been asking the angels for help with that. Sure, you never see me smoking in a video. That's because I kind of don't need to. But I've really got to hack off this smoking problem next year. I really have. And one thing that's going to help me, and it will help anybody who's working on any problem, no matter how big, is increased awareness. We get that through meditation, and this is one of the great teachings of the Master Buddha. We've got this symbol here, and it's very, very spiritual portent goes with this symbol, and it's right over the heart here. We think of the heart as being over here a bit, but the intention here is that it's actually shining out of the Master Buddha's heart here. We've got this pattern around showing how close the spiritual energies, not just the energies, but the spiritual plan, how close that comes to our actual head, to our, comes in physically close, as much as it's not a physical force. It comes in physically close. And then we have the halo of light here. And this is all about making it real, because these ideas come into the subconscious mind. And when we meditate and get in touch and become increasingly aware, with the increased awareness of everything that's coming in from the cosmos, we can actually do the alchemical bit ourselves and bring that out into reality from the subconscious mind. Make it a real thing. Now, this could be painting, drawing, dancing, anything that actually involves some kind of creative expression. Okay, this is where ideas do come from the back of your mind into outer reality and start making sense. So much symbology in this card, so much symbology in all of these cards, actually, but that's what I'm picking up on here. Deep connection, trust your inner voice. We've all got that deep connection. We just don't always know it. We've all got that inner voice. We just don't always trust it. So if you picked card number 2, get in touch with what's going on in your subconscious mind. Write your dreams down day by day. It all adds up. It'll start making more and more sense, and it'll allow you to do this birthing thing that we see in the Vesica Pisces on the back of all these cards. So we got Horus, we got Master Buddha. What are we going to get for card number 3, friends? If you picked card number 3, this next one is totally for you. If you picked all 3, this is, we could say, an outcome, but it's certainly a hint of what the outcome is going to be. It's going to show what we're all moving towards. And what are we moving towards? Gaia, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. Now, this is real interesting, okay? We haven't, many of us anyway, haven't been able to have that Earth connection physically going on. And I've been saying all year to people to visualize that, because you might live in a place of concrete. You might live in a place where you feel no physical connection to the Earth at all, because, you put your feet down and there's kind of 6, 7 feet, maybe 10, 20 feet of concrete between you and the actual Earth. But the actual Earth is down there, and all that concrete and stuff, man-made chemicals, is made man-made out of things that we've got from the Earth. Nothing comes from nothing, so to speak. All we've got is the resources that are here. some of the Earth dust that makes up the planet has come in more recent times than the Big Bang, with meteorites falling out of the sky, that kind of thing, desert glass. There are things coming to Earth all the time, but it's all natural, it's all part of nature. So, on the one hand, we haven't really been able to go out for ourselves and walk on the soil and make that connection a lot of the time. And I am very, very lucky here, friends. I live right in the middle of the countryside. In some of my videos, you kind of get some scenes from that, and you can maybe see it when I'm driving around. I've got chickens out there right now, picking worms out of the earth and turning it into food for me. So I'm very lucky. I still have that earth connection. Now, a lot of people are missing that earth connection, but it is absolutely for real. Just visualize it, okay? And it's not like visualizing a real wacky out there thing. It is actually true. That is going to really, really bring healing. It's also saying be mindful of the planet. And that is something that our world leaders certainly should be. It's been said that all the troubles we've had this year with the infection that's gone round and still going round and claiming lives, a lot of it is because of what we've been doing to the planet, and that these organisms that are now developing, these viruses and things, are actually coming from the big ecological changes in the planet. So it's really our leaders in so many ways who should have been more aware of it. And of course we can all do our bit, but we can only do so much, when we're being lied to. There's a great video on YouTube. I'll try and find it and post a link, actually. And it's explaining why plastic recycling is no longer financially viable. And this has been since 2017. China stopped wanting to buy the waste and recycle it because they were realizing that the people working in that industry were getting more and more ill. And of course, the Chinese government pays for what goes on in the health service out there, 90% of it anyway. So it was costing them, and they decided to stop recycling it. But this is all how kind of political leaders get into our lives and just stay stuck there and manipulate things. We can maybe do something ourselves. We can maybe, get a glass bottle so we're not actually using plastic. So it doesn't matter what lies we're being told about recycling, because we're not actually using plastic. We're using multi-use things. I don't know, exactly what to point to and try and pinpoint with this. But that earth connection is so important, and we feel it so much more strongly when we're doing our bit to try and make things right with the planet, right with Mother Earth. And that too is going to be a big part of bringing new ideas, bringing beautiful new visions into reality and making them actually true, because we can have that connection. Look at the sea here. It's a beautiful clear sea swimming about there. I can't see any pollution in that. And that is its natural state, We've got a big responsibility to take it back to that. But Rome wasn't built in a day. That's a lifelong thing, We can only do our best. We've got to keep doing our best, but visualize it pure, visualize it clear. And that is really going to be another part of what we're visualizing to really make things happen. We've got, again, this purple healing color here. Let's turn the other two over for those of us who picked all three. 3 different shades of purple going on here, so there's healing all over the place, most certainly. So if you picked all 3, Horus, Cosmic Gateway, Thoughts, Magnetic and Powerful, and you've just got to believe that miraculous changes are occurring. They really are. I promise you, that's a real thing. Miraculous changes are happening all the time. Let them into your heart. Let them happen in your heart, and just keep on thinking, about what you want to bring into being, what you want to realize, what you want to make real in this world, and you will attract it, not just for you, but for the whole planet, for all of us. And the more of us that can do that, the better. Increased awareness at the heart of the matter, deep connection, trust your inner voice, and then we come out with Gaia, earth connection. These are the 3 important things to bear in mind as we go into next year. And I'll say it again, just because we've invented the calendar and we're saying that New Year's Day is the 1st of January, it really shows through in nature on the 21st of December, the winter solstice, when we actually get it's either the shortest day or the longest night, I don't know, but after that the light starts coming in. That's the main thing, and that is the renewal. That is what really makes a new year, in my opinion. That's when I start kind of kicking myself for not doing enough gardening, which I really should do more of. Let's just bring these out. Actually, let's bring them out of the way altogether a minute. And we're going to do a Moonology card just to get some more significance, just to get some more understanding of what we're doing. Excuse my filthy, dirty hands, by the way. It's a lighting fire and digging in the soil kind of time. In the box, I just want to show you this. It's in the box. Let the moon be your guide, okay? Really, we can do that. The moon is, I'm sure, a guiding light, a guiding force, something that was put there to keep us all much more in touch with the things that maybe we see as not being entirely connected with this earth. Maybe the things we see as being different and outside ourselves. But it affects all of us, We all get crazy dreams going on during the moon cycle. I'm just going to turn over the top one here. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Well, if you're looking for love, this is a great card that's come up today for you here. But it's also about balance. And the real romance is something, that makes life more livable, more enjoyable, a happier experience. And we can have that romance with life itself, whether we're looking for a lover or not. Whatever we're actually looking for, whatever we're trying to bring into being. And it's a new moon card. This isn't the moon phase or the moon cycle at the moment, but we are in the early phases of the moon, actually. She's coming up to 50% full, and she will be 50% full on Monday the 21st. That halfway up half moon actually goes hand in hand with the Saturn-Jupiter conjunct that's going to put that super bright star in the sky, signifying that it's time to come back to life. It's time to make things happen. Healing all over the place here. So if you want to heal a relationship, that's a real good manifestational thought to have in your mind, to have in your heart when we get to the 21st. In fact, it's a good thought to have any time, but it's going to be really powerful on the 21st too. So it's a new romantic cycle, a cycle when we can all get that love of life back, when we can all start living again. Okay. So with that, thank you for watching. You really make it worth doing this, you really do. I really appreciate all the comments. I really, really appreciate everyone who likes these videos and has subscribed to the channel. Makes a big difference. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please reach down there and tap that subscribe button. And then when it offers you the bell thing, tap the bell as well to receive all notifications. That's what keeps the ball rolling, and it helps the channel out no end. I cannot tell you how much that helps the channel. So on the actual day, the solstice day, the winter solstice 21st day, when we actually get the peak power of that Saturn and Saturn and Jupiter conjunction going on, it's going to be a super bright star in the evening sky. They are together already, and they are together in Aquarius already, but they come within 1 degree of each other on the winter solstice. And I am actually going to go live that day, so if you subscribe now, you're sure to get a notification for it. Links to all good things down there, Facebook, Instagram. I'm posting on those all the time. I even do some raw astrology on those quite often. So, things come there that don't come on my main YouTube channel. Check out those social media links. Reddit, it's all there. I've also opened, it's either called Ko-fi, Ko-fi or Coffee. Not sure, but I think it's meant to be coffee. It's Ko-fi. And I think the idea is you can buy me a coffee. In other words, you can buy the channel a coffee. And then I can get better cameras and stuff. Keep the thing growing, keep getting the word out. And there's some pictures on there of my country life at the moment. I'm still filling the gallery up, still working on it. But check out that coffee page, or Ko-fi or Ko-fi. Whatever it is, check it out, because it's there. And it's right there, deeply involved with Andy's readings, as are you if you've watched this thing. So thanks very much again, folks. Have a fantastic time ahead. I'll be here again very soon with more readings. In the meantime, love, light, blessings and peace.